Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Brian. We're going to be doing more Ratchet and Clank today. In the last episode, we finished up the Blarg Research Station, Blarg Tactical Research Station. Excuse me, I got to get it right because it's the BTS. So in this episode, we're going to be moving on to the next planet, which will be, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've actually recorded, Blackwater City on planet Rilgar. So let's go right into it. We're going to have to win the hoverboard race, and we have to meet Captain Quark. So, we're going to have to do both. Which one should we do first, though? I'm thinking we should meet Captain Quark first. Yeah, let's do that. We'll meet Captain Quark first. It's a little bit of a sprint, but it makes it easy to pace, so let's do that. First off, let's see the Gadgetron vendor before we move any further, just to make sure we don't have any new weapons. Mine Glove. No thank you. I'm going to save my money. Even though, excuse me, even though later on, I'm going to be performing a glitch in order to get 1,000,000 bolts, or quite a few bolts. I don't need 1,000,000 bolts, but I need a lot of bolts, so I'm going to get probably like 200,000 using that method. But I'll show you guys that later on. We have to go through quite a few more planets before we actually get to doing that. But we will be coming back to this planet for that glitch then. So this area is a mild puzzle kind of deal. It's not all that difficult, but you want to kind of keep an eye out because there are those little swimming carnivorous fish that are swimming around, and I didn't mention those earlier, but if you fall into the dark water on this planet, you will be eaten alive. So just be aware of that. You'll instantly die. Doesn't matter how much health you have, you'll instantly get killed. So we have to drain the water from here, destroy the little grating across the pipe, and then wade back, go up here, and refill the pool. Now this is going to happen quite a few times in this game. It's going to get really annoying really quick, but thankfully this game isn't too bad. With filling things up and draining them and whatnot, so let's... Oh, hey, why is everything blue still? That's not good. Hold on. Let's fix this. There we go. Okay, I've never seen that happen before, but that is really weird. Also, I'm seeing a lot of ghosting on my TV because, well, my TV is not the best TV in the world, and it will ghost dark colors against light colors, and it's not all the it's not really nice. It's not a good look, but whatever. Anyway, we have to go down this little slippy slide, and now we get to run as fast as we can. So let's do it. I recommend, if you're playing along, to do your long jump ability here, because it will be a good idea, just so you're not, stuck running on foot. And also, if you can, when you do the long jumps, you'll get more distance, obviously, hence long jumps. But with the jumping, you want to try to avoid using the holding the X button while you're descending, because otherwise it's going to slow you down, and you're going to have a slow descent but no lateral motion either. You're not going to be able to move forward as fast as you would otherwise. So just be aware of that. Okay, so now that we got through that, you will get really close to death on that last section regardless of how fast you are, so just be aware. Now that we're done with that, we actually get to talk to Captain Quark. That was actually all we needed to do to go talk to him. So let's get some bolts. We'll need them. You'll see why in just a second. Come on, there we go. Okay, let's do it.
Hey, press conference is over. Captain Quark don't want no more reporters bugging him in his trailer.
Oh, you see, my friend and I need to speak to the captain about a matter of galactic security.
You mean you and your walking camera? You paparazzi make me sick. Now beat it!
But, sir, I'm sure the Captain Quark will understand once we...
Now, save it. I know how it works. You convince me to let you in, you snap a picture of the captain in his underpants, then you sell a picture to the info tabloid for $1 million bolts!
You've got it all wrong!
Meanwhile, I'm stuck here making 6 bolts an hour, and I have to listen to a lecture from that cheapskate Quark. So you don't get in unless I get a kickback. In advance.
So we gotta bribe him with $4 grand.
You see how it works? You grease the hinges, the door opens.
Captain Quark?
What's that?
It's Ratchet and Clank, Captain. You know, from the
Oh, yes, I know who you are.
You do?
Yes, and thank the galaxy you found me.
Huh?
There's an awful plot being hatched to destroy our planets.
Ratchet, he knows.
Great. Does that mean we can go hoverboarding now?
My friends, we're all in grave danger, and I believe that together we can put a stop to this madness.
Together? You mean you want our help?
Look, Ratchet, I've been keeping an eye on you. I've never seen anyone with such raw talent. You are a true hero in the making.
Really? You mean I could be famous?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, here, take this. What makes one man toil in obscurity while another becomes a hero? Is it strength, compassion, determination, or just pure blind luck? Wise men through the ages have struggled with that very question, but Captain Quark knows the secret. That's why he's been able to defeat more despots, rescue more damsels in distress, and save more civilizations than any other hero in the galaxy. Now is your opportunity to see if you've got the stuff heroes are made of. This infobot contains coordinates to Quark's secret base. Can you quickly conquer Quark's killer cannonade of confounded contraptions? Can you quickly Oh, just make your way through the defenses to the center of the base. Prove yourself, learn the secret, and earn your place in galactic history. Consult your doctor before attempting any strenuous exercise. Not responsible for death or dismemberment. Your results may vary. Meet me at my headquarters.
Hey, Captain Ratchet, what do you think?
We won't fail you, sir. We promise.
Yay, so now we have that. Awesome. Alright, so this is where we need to go next, down to the little courtyard there in order to get to the hoverboard races. However, we got to go through the completely alternate path in order to do that. So let's get right on that. We'll be there shortly. It shouldn't take too long to get there, because I mean we're only what, 8 minutes in? We can get there. We can do it. We have the speed. We have the power. However, we will change our weapon though, because we'll use the Pyrocitor. The Pyrocitor is going to be very useful in this area, primarily because of the amoeboids. Amoeboids themselves are basically just gelatinous, like, creatures. In the reboot, they're basically remnants of what Drek Industries does during, manufacturing. So it kind of gives a little bit of backstory as to where they came from in the reboot, but in this game it doesn't say anything, unfortunately. So as you can tell, some planets are not really contested with Drek Industries, others are. This is one of those that is not currently working against Drek Industries or anything like that. So now in the reboot, these amoeboids are a lot tougher. They take more hits before they split and get ultimately destroyed. So in this game, use the Pyrocitor. It works a lot better than just your wrench, and it's pretty straightforward. So in this level, we'll also be able to collect the most powerful weapon in the game. However, we have nowhere near enough bolts in order to do that. We need 150,000. Ow. And we are only at about 5,000, so we need a lot more. But we'll be using that glitch, like I told you guys earlier, in order to facilitate getting those bolts. Because getting those bolts is going to be really, really annoying, legitimately. You're talking like 5, 6, or 7 playthroughs. Not fun. Now these guys, the whatever you want to call them, I'm going to call them the cleanup dudes. They take only 2 hits with a wrench. So Pyrocitor 2 hits, Blaster 2 hits, etc. So I like that tower of explosives. It's pretty fun. There's one later on that's not a tower, it's just a line across the ground, but it's fun to just walk across them and make them explode. So now we're downtown. Downtown is being ravaged by more amoeboids, but also more of these cleanup crew folks. Now, from what I remember, these tanks that we're seeing always were a lot tougher. And they're really not all that tough anymore, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because of just nostalgia being more difficult or whatever, but I don't know. I just think it was more difficult back in the day. Now, I was reading through your comments in the last episode, and you guys definitely want to see more people join us, more variety, things like that. So we're gonna be bringing them in. We don't know exactly when they're gonna be coming in for that, but we're gonna be planning that out and letting you guys know when we actually get to a point of having them as a group. So keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, we're gonna talk to this guy here.
Rhino for your robot. Trade you.
Well, okay.
Ratchet.
I'm kidding. Sorry, he's not for sale. What's a rhino anyway?
Rip ya a new one.
What did you just say to me?
R-Y-N-O. Rip ya a new one.
Why, that's the most powerful missile launcher in the galaxy. I know it's worth a lot of bolts. He must have stolen it from the Blarg.
Stolen? Look, trash can. Did I say anything about it being hot? You better watch your mouth or I'll...
Wait, don't tell me. Rip you a new one.
Yeah, so this Ratchet is always a lot more sassy and hardcore than Ratchets in the next few games, and the rest of the series for that matter. So Ratchet 1 is definitely the more gritty of all of the Ratchets. So, but yeah, that is the Rhino. The Rhino is worth 150,000 bolts. Honestly, I don't know what Clank is complaining about, considering it being stolen. I mean, we're fighting the Blarg, so I don't fully understand what his conscience issue is, well, about. So, hey, I figure, 150,000 bolts, not a big deal. Oh, there's another thing that we need to win. We need to win. Oh, gosh, we need to win the hoverboard race and get back to planet Iridia. We need to get that headgear. Now, anyway, down here we got 3 amoeboids, large amoeboids, and we got. No, get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me! No, stop it! Fight the amoeboids! Fight them! Fight each other! That's right. Fight each other. Oh, hey, they're coming after me. Also, completely unrelated, but in this game, well, it is related because it is this game, but in this game, if you take out a certain weapon, and Ratchet really likes the weapon, he will smile in different ways. For example, we got our blaster out, standard grin, but the Pyrocitor gets a really evil-looking grin. What else do we got? We got Bomb Glove, nothing. Suck Cannon? Suck Cannon gets an evil grin. What else we got? The Taunter, nothing special. That's all the weapons we have, actually, so let's get our Pyrocitor back out, get a little bit more health, and we'll move on to get to the hoverboard race. We are about 14 minutes in, so we have just enough time to get a race out of the way after we get through the maze of many enemies. So this is kind of annoying, but we have to go through with it, unfortunately. There is 1 gold bolt in the area. Whoa, hello. Ow. Stop it. So we're going to get that gold bolt this way. We have to go use this sewer grate. And first, we're going to destroy this tank. Wait for it to go back up, and then we're going to crawl along the top of this. It's a little annoying, but this is the only way to get to it. So, make your way across, grab the gold bolt. Easy as pie. Pie is pretty easy. I want pie now. Pie is delicious. That could be today's question of the day, or question of the episode. What kind of pie is your favorite type of pie? I think that's a good question, don't you? Anyway, let's move on. Let's get these tanks. And I have to probably say my favorite type of pie. If we're talking like traditional kinds of pie, like pumpkin and cherry and all that stuff, I would say apple pie is my favorite. Apple pie, a little bit of vanilla ice cream, delicious. If you want to go unconventional, cheese pie is really good. It's basically cream cheese, sugar on a graham cracker crust, and it's like a cheesecake but not as thick, and it's a lot sweeter, and it's really good. I've known people eat cheese pie with things like jalapeno sauce and stuff like that. It depends on what kind of cheese pie and how you make it. And ultimately, though, it's delicious. So let's go do the hoverboard race. Why not?
Welcome to the HoverCon Intergalactic Hoverboard Competition. Captain Quark's giving away a brand new Platinum Zoomerator to the winner of this competition.
A platinum zoomerator. Perhaps that will be the proof of your accomplishments that Skid's agent requires.
Wait, do you guys mean Skid McMarks?
Yeah, Skid couldn't make it, so we're here to, fill in for him.
Guess we'll see about that.
Yes, we will. So let's enter the race. Now, the hoverboard races are pretty straightforward. You want to hit as many boost rings and boost pads as you possibly can. Right now we don't have any boost abilities, unfortunately. So we have to kind of hit amoeboids on the track, hit the pads, and hit the rings up here. Once we win the Platinum Zoomerator, though, we can redo the race, and we can do a bunch of these tricks while holding the R1 button, like backflips and a couple others. There's actually a trophy/skill point for doing a Twisty McMarks. Oh, excuse me. During one of the races, and the more obscene your trick is... Whoa, hello. The more obscene your trick is, the more boost you'll get. And obviously the more boost you get, the longer you can hold the boost down. So just keep an eye out for trick opportunities and stuff like that once you get the Platinum Zoomerator. Right now, though, we have to just use amoeboids, rings, and pads, which is kind of annoying, but, going through the standard route of avoid everything except rings, pads, and amoeboids, you'll be fine. Pretty straightforward. You may screw this up a couple times. If you hit the boxes, you will fall, and you will respawn.
Hi, folks. Captain Quark here. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce this year's HoverCon Intergalactic Champions. Let's give it up for newcomers.
Ratchet and Clank.
Hey, look, that's us.
Today's winners will take home a brand new professional-grade Model T15 Platinum Zoomerator. Manufactured by Gadgetron, this hoverboard drive delivers more lift, speed, and maneuverability than any other anti-grav device on the market. Well, folks, that's all the time we have. Tonight, remember to set your infobots to the Quark Classic channel for tonight's episode of Dogfight Over Death Canyon, starring yours truly. Thank you, and have a Quark-tastic day.
Alright, so we got the Platinum Zoomerator. Now we can go to Planet Iridia and get the headgear that we want. And since we did everything else on... Oh, hello. Since we did everything else on this planet, we can just go on with it, I guess. I mean, we're only 20 minutes in, or 19 minutes in, 20 minutes in, excuse me. My timing is bad. So, we can do that quick because we're at the end of the episode. We did everything we need to on Rilgar. And in the next episode, we'll head over to Umbris, which is the Quark HQ planet. Now, we can get through that pretty quickly. There are going to be some hiccups. I'm not going to say hiccups as in me screwing up. It's just we have a boss to fight on Rilgar, or Umbris, excuse me, to prove our worth, as it were. So let's quickly head up to Iridia, and we're just going to get that headgear and watch the little cinematic that comes with it. So let's go. Oh man, I really want some pie now that I mentioned it. I haven't eaten yet today. I should get something to eat. I don't know. I want pie though. Pie is, I think, the bit superior to cake, only because pie is not dry. It's not a cake. Cake can be dry and unedible. Pie though, normally, I mean, most pies are not going to be dry and dehydrated, as it were. So, I like saying that, as it were. Whatever. Anyway, so, now that we're on Iridia, let's go talk to Skid's agent here and get our reward.
Fantastic! You got it! Great work, kid.
So, are you gonna represent me?
You bet, kid. And as a signing bonus, I've got this.
Cool helmet.
That is a sonic summoner. It is used to attract sand mice.
Right, and it's all yours. Well, I'm off to finalize the paperwork. I'll have my people call your people.
Do you have people?
The sonic summoner allows you to interact with the mysterious and intelligent sand mice species. Despite their innocent appearance, sand mice are very effective and aggressive hunters. Simply equip the sonic summoner when you are near a sand mouse house, and a mouse will emerge to greet you. If the mouse likes you, it may offer a bit of high-caliber tactical assistance.
Alright, so we got the Sonic Summoner. Now, we can use this to our advantage. In a lot of areas, we're going to get a lot of enemies that have high health, and usually there are sand mouse houses nearby. Now, it mentioned in the video that if it likes you, it will help. That never changes. It's always going to help you, so don't worry about that. Also in the video, if you noticed, some of the icons for the sand sharks and the sand shark houses, those had black backgrounds. That was apparently from what I understand, when they do, beta testing and technical testing and stuff like that, they don't do full textures and stuff. So they did that footage when they were doing beta testing. So let's do some tests. Let's just show you what the sand mouse is capable of. It fires pretty quickly. It does a lot of damage. It's pretty useful. Not every area is going to have it, and they will time out. So if you don't use them, they will just disappear on you, or if they run out of ammo. So just be aware of that. So I think that's a good place to end. There's our sand mouse right there. So I think in the next episode, we will be heading to Quark's headquarters on planet Umbris. So, if you guys have any questions or have any comments, leave them down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And if you're not subscribed, I do notice that a lot of people are not subscribed to us when they watch our videos. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. That really helps us out, and you won't miss a video then. I thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time with more Ratchet and Clank. See ya!